How are we? All right, guys. So today we'll continue with our IQ questions, 50 as always. But today I have quite a number of questions for us. So I'll be waiting for most of us to join. And once we join, we can now decide when to start. Now, for today's session, we are going to be having 15 mathematics questions. Okay, 15 IQ questions on mathematics. Then we'll be having 15 on science. Then we have 15 physics questions. Then we'll have 5 general knowledge questions, right? So we'll be doing the mathematics first, then followed by the science questions, then the physics, then the general knowledge questions. So that is how today's live stream is going to be structured. But then, depending on the group of students that join the stream, then I may have to switch to different questions. For instance, if we have a lot of medical students from India joining, then I would have to switch to medical related questions. If we have some biochemistry students or medical students or maybe students who are doing mathematics, like the last time we had on the session, we have some students from the US and UK joining us, and most of them were doing mathematics in college or university. So we had to switch the questions to suit them. Are you okay? But regardless of a group of students that are joining the stream, we have questions for you, right? Then we have some that cut across. For instance, the 15 mathematics questions all cut across. It's for everyone. The science is also very simple. The physics is not any elective or detailed physics, so it's something simple for even you to also answer. It's very simple. Then the general knowledge questions is also very simple, so you don't have anything to fear. And then once again, I would like to use this opportunity to welcome you to my science tutorial. My science tutorial is a YouTube online learning platform where we create video tutorials for students to understand and be able to appreciate what they are studying in school. So we create video tutorials. We ensure that the tutorial videos are in-depth and intense, where we explain the concept to the student, then we give practical examples. Okay, that is what my science tutorial aims to do. Now, this live stream sessions is just a time where we come together as students, teachers, and then we solve some basic IQ test questions to keep our brains active and sharp. So if you are joining us from any country, what I want you to do is that in the live chat, I want you to comment your name or the country you are joining us from. So let's start with that. Comment the country you are watching the live stream from, and then I'll give a shout out to the members of that beautiful country. And also don't forget to like the stream. The more you like the stream, the more the YouTube algorithm will recommend such learning streams out there. A lot of people are doing a lot of live streams. Most of them are not education related. So this is the only education related live stream that I know online. So we are going to be going through 50 IQ test questions. And like I said, it is divided into 4 categories. We have the first category, which is comprising of 15 mathematics questions. Then we have the second category, which is 15 general science questions. Then we have 15 physics questions. And then we have 5 general knowledge questions. That is how the stream is going to be structured. So I'll start. But then again, before I start, I would love for the 4 people viewing right now, please like the video and then comment the country you are watching us from. Okay, please leave a comment in the live chat. Let me know you are engaging with me so that we can continue. Are you okay? This is an educational live stream, and I'm sure you will find it worth it. Okay, so as not to waste too much time, I think I will start, but I'll not start with the mathematics questions since those one will involve you calculating. And because no one is interacting so far in the live chat, I'm going to go ahead and start with the science questions, and then we can move on. As more people join and they are commenting and they are replying, then we can move on to the mathematics questions. So I'll start with the science questions. Please, are we ready? All right. So if you are ready for the questions, like the stream, drop some fire or love emojis in the live chat or in the section, or react to the live stream, and then we will continue. All right. So the first question for the day, for the day, the powerhouse of the cell is. The powerhouse of the cell is, or what is the powerhouse of a cell? A, the ribosome. B, the nucleus. C, mitochondria. And then D, Golgi apparatus. So what is the powerhouse of a cell? Or the powerhouse of a cell is A, ribosome, B, nucleus, C, mitochondria, and then D, Golgi apparatus. So guys, what is the correct answer for this particular question? What is the powerhouse of the cell? Is it a ribosome? Is it a nucleus? Is it a mitochondria? Or it is the Golgi apparatus? Anyone from the live audience? All right, so the correct answer here is the mitochondria. The mitochondria, that is the powerhouse of the cell. All right, let's go to the second question. The second question: which blood group is the universal donor? Which blood group is the universal donor? Option A, blood group A. Option B, blood group B. Option C, blood group AB. And then option D, blood group O. So which blood group is the universal donor? Which blood group do we refer to as the universal donor? Is it blood group A? Is it blood group B? Is it blood group AB or blood group O? Any answer from our live audience? All right, so the correct answer here is blood group O. Okay, so the blood group O is referred to as the universal donor. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. The chemical symbol for gold is option A, Ag, option B, Au, option C, Gd, and then option D, Go. So I'll take the question again. The chemical symbol for gold is option A, Ag, option B, Au, option C, Gd, and then option D, Go. So guys, what is the chemical symbol for gold? Please leave the answer in the live chat. So if it's question 3, just write question 3A or question 3B. I know what you are referring to. So we're on question 3. The chemical symbol for gold is option A, Ag, option B, Au, option C, Gd, and then option D, Go. All right, guys. So the correct answer here is Au, right? So the Au is the chemical symbol for gold. That is what we use in chemistry or science to represent the chemical symbol for gold. All right, let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. Photosynthesis primarily takes place in A, the roots, B, the leaves, C, the stem, and then D, the flowers. So I'll take the question again. Photosynthesis primarily takes place in A, the root, B, the leaves, C, the stem, and then D, the flowers. So where does the photosynthesis take place in the plant? Is it in the roots, the leaves, the stem, or the flowers? Right, guys. So the correct answer here is the leaves. So photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of the plant. In the leaves. So the leaves is the correct answer for this particular question. So let's move on to the next question. The process of liquid water turning into vapor is called A, condensation, B, evaporation, C, sublimation, and then D, precipitation. The process of liquid water turning into vapor is called A, condensation, B, evaporation, C, sublimation, and then D, precipitation. So when liquid water turns into water vapor, how do we call that process? Is it condensation, evaporation, sublimation, or precipitation? Anyone from the audience? All right, great. So the correct answer here is option B, evaporation. Evaporation. So when liquid water turns into water, that process is what we call evaporation. Very good. Very good. All right, let's move on to the next question. The largest organ in the human body is A, the heart, B, the skin, C, the liver, and then D, the brain. The largest organ in the human body is A, the heart, B, the skin, C, the liver, and then D, the brain. So guys, what is the correct answer for this particular question? What is the largest organ in the human body? All right, so the correct answer here is the skin. The correct answer here is the skin. Very good. Let's proceed. All right, so the next question. DNA stands for DNA stands for option A, deoxyribonucleic acid. Option B, deoxynuclear acid. Option C, deoxyribose acid. And then option D, none of the above. So I'll take the question again. DNA stands for option A, deoxyribonucleic acid. Option B, deoxynuclear acid. Option C, deoxyribose acid. And then option D, none of the above. So guys, what does DNA stands for? Okay, very good. So guys, the right answer over here is option A, deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, all right, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Which gas is essential for breathing? Which gas is essential for breathing? A, carbon dioxide. B, nitrogen. C, oxygen. D, hydrogen. I take the question again. Which gas is essential for breathing? Which gas is essential for breathing? A, carbon dioxide. B, nitrogen. C, oxygen. And then D, hydrogen. So which gas do we breathe in? Is it carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, or hydrogen? Any of the audience to give us the right answer? All right, very good. So the correct answer here is option C. Option C, oxygen. Okay, oxygen. So that is the right answer over here. All right, the next question. The pH of pure water is option A, 0, option B, 7, option C, 14, and then option D, 1. So I take the question again. The pH of pure water is option A, 0, option B, 7, option C, 14, then option D, 1. So guys, what is the pH of water? All right, so the correct answer here is option B, 7. So the pH of water is 7. All right, so let's continue. Let me just take some water. All right, let's continue. What type of bond holds water molecules together? What type of bond holds water molecules together? A, ionic bond. B, hydrogen bond. C, covalent bond. And then D, metallic bond. So I'll repeat the question again. Which type of bond holds water molecules together? A, ionic bond. B, hydrogen bond. C, covalent bond. And then D, metallic bond. So guys, any answer from us? What type of bond holds water molecules together? Is it ionic bond, hydrogen bond, covalent bond, or metallic bond? Okay, so the correct answer here is hydrogen bond. Okay, so water molecules are held together by the bond that we call the hydrogen bond. Okay, so the next question. Are we ready? Great. So which Which vitamin is produced when the skin is exposed to sunlight? Which vitamin is produced when the skin is exposed to sunlight? Option A, vitamin A. Option B, vitamin D. Option C, vitamin E. And then option D, vitamin K. I'll repeat them again. Option A, vitamin A. Option B, vitamin D. Option C, vitamin E. And then option D, vitamin K. And the question is, which vitamin is produced when skin is exposed to sunlight? Okay, very good. So the correct answer here is vitamin D. The correct answer over here is vitamin D. All right, very good. So let's proceed. The basic unit of heredity is, the next question, the basic unit of heredity is, what is the basic unit of heredity? All right, so option A, gene. Option B, chromosome. Option C, DNA. Option D, protein. So the basic unit of hereditary is option A, the gene or your genes. Option B, the chromosome. Option C, the DNA. Then option D, the protein. So what is the basic unit of heredity? Okay, very good. So the correct answer here is the gene. The gene. Okay, all right. So let's move on to the next question. What is the main function of white blood cells? What is the main function of white blood cells? A, carry oxygen. Carry oxygen. B, fight infections. Fight infections. C, produce hormones. Produce hormones. And then D, store nutrients. So what is the main function of white blood cells? The main function of white blood cells. Option A, to carry oxygen. Option B, to fight infections. Option C, to produce hormones. And then option D, to store nutrients. So what is the main function of white blood cells? Okay, so the correct answer here is to fight infections. Fight infections. All right, let's proceed to the next question. Guys, I hope so far we are getting the questions, and then they are not, I'm not too fast, and you're able to hear the question and the possible options as well. All right, very good. So if I'm moving too fast, let me know. Or if I'm too slow, let me know. All right, so the next question. Which part of the brain controls balance? Which part of the brain controls balance? A, the cerebrum. B, the cerebellum. That's B. C, the medulla. And then D, the hypothalamus. So I take the question again. Which part of the brain controls balance? A, the cerebrum. B, the cerebellum. C, the medulla. And then D, the hypothalamus. So which part of your brain controls your balance when you're trying to balance, which part of the brain controls balance? Is it the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the medulla, or the hypothalamus? So which part of the brain controls your balance? IQ questions, IQ questions. All right, so the correct answer over here is the cerebellum. Okay, that is the part of the brain that controls your balance. All right, so the next question, question number 15, and then we move on to physics questions. All right, so which gas is responsible for greenhouse effect? Which gas is responsible for greenhouse effect? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, nitrogen. And then option D, hydrogen. Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? Option A, oxygen. Option B, carbon dioxide. Option C, nitrogen. And then option D, hydrogen. So any answer from us? Okay, guys, so the correct answer over here is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is the gas responsible for the greenhouse effect. All right, very good. So guys, that ends the science part of the question. That is 15 questions on science. Are you okay? Now for the next session, we are going to look at 15 questions on physics. 15 questions on physics. These are just going to be basic physics questions. Nothing about calculation, nothing about calculating impedance or the voltage or some vector or scalar quantity, nothing like that. Or no plane will be flying at some altitude and will ask you to find the acceleration or anything. No. So just basic physics questions. Now, as time goes on and we have more audience that are science students or people who are interested in these IQ questions, then we'll look at tougher questions and physics and mathematics where we have to do either logarithm or any aspect of physics or mathematics. Then we'll look at a little bit complex questions in math or physics or chemistry, and then we take some time to calculate and find the answer. Okay, the fastest hand has the answer. All right, so let's start with the physics questions. Are we okay? So the next question, question number 16, it's for physics. Let's go. So the unit of force is watt, B Newton, C Joule, and then D Pascal. The unit of force is A watt, B Newton, C Joule, and then D Pascal. So what is the unit of force? Okay, so the unit of force is Newton. Hello, Knight. Nice to have you join us. So we did 15 questions so far. Those were based on science, and we are moving on to the next 15 questions that are for physics. And I saved the mathematics questions for later, but I'm glad you joined us. Thank you so much for joining. And a big shout out to all Indians who are always joining the stream. Okay, so Knight, I hope we are ready for the next set of questions. Okay, I believe you are, and let's proceed. So speed is measured in option A, meters per second. Meters per second. Option B, kilogram. Kilogram. Option C, Newton. Newton. And then option D, joules. So the question is, speed is measured in, or what is the SI unit of speed? Is it meters per second, kilogram, newtons, or in joules? So Knight, what is the answer for question number 17? Okay, so it's meters per second, as rightly said by Knight. Thank you so much, my. All right, so let's move on to the next question. The force of attraction between masses is called, the force of attraction between mass, okay, M-A-S-S-E-S, masses, is called A, magnetism, B, gravity, C, friction, and then D, tension. The force of attraction between masses is called A, magnetism, B, gravity, C, friction, and then D, tension. Okay, so as we have Knight saying it's gravity. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so guys, the correct answer is gravity. Well done, Knight. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to the next question. What is the acceleration due to gravity on Earth? What is the acceleration due to gravity on Earth? Option A, 8.9 meters per second square. Option B, 9.8 meters per second squared. Option C, 10.2 meters per second squared. And then option D, 9.0 meters per second squared. All right, so we have the answer in the comments. We have a 9.8 meters per second squared, and that is correct. Very good, Knight. So let's proceed. The next question. The energy stored in a stretched bow is A, kinetic, B, potential, C, thermal, and then D, sound. So if I stretch a bow, okay, and I'm holding it like that, what energy is stored in that stretched bow? Is it kinetic energy, potential energy, thermal energy, or sound energy? Okay, Knight is saying potential energy. Very good. Very good. So now this is not part of the question. So I just another quick question. So what is the energy possessed by a body in motion? Okay, for instance, if a car is moving, that moving vehicle, what is the energy that it possesses? Is it potential energy, kinetic energy, thermal energy, or chemical energy? Which energy is that? When a body is in motion, which energy possess? What is the energy possessed by a body in motion? Is it potential energy, kinetic energy, thermal energy, or chemical energy? Okay, it's kinetic energy. Very good. Thank you so much. All right. So the next question. Which law, which law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Which law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? A. Newton's first law. B. Newton's second law. C. Newton's third law. And then D. Law of gravitation. So which law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Is it a Newton's first law, second law, third law, or the law of gravitation? Okay, so we have 19. It's Newton's third law of motion, and that is very true. Thank you so much. Very correct. Okay, so we move on to the next question. The SI unit of power is A, joules, B, watt, C, Newton, and then D, Pascal. The SI unit of power is option A, joule, option B, watt, option C, Newton, and then option D, Pascal. Okay, so we have 19, it is watt, and that is very correct. Very good. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next question. The bending of light as it passes from one medium to another is called the bending of light as it passes from one medium to another is called A, reflection, B, refraction, C, diffraction, and then D, scattering. All right, so now is saying option B, which is refraction, and that is very correct. Thank you so much. All right, the next question. Which color of light has the highest frequency? Which color of light has the highest frequency? A, red, B, blue, C, violet, and then D, green. Okay, she's saying red. Are you sure? Are you sure red is the color of light that has the highest frequency? Right, are you sure? You may want to check that, cross-check that out, and come. Which color of light has the highest frequency? Okay, so the correct answer is violet. It's actually violet. So violet is, yeah, it's violet. So violet is the color of light that has the highest frequency. So it is violet. Thank you so much. All right. So the next question. Sound travels faster in, I'll take the question again. Sound travels fastest in, sound travels fastest in A, air, B, water, C, steel, and then D, vacuum. Sound travels fastest in A, air, B, water, C, steel, and then D, vacuum. So Julius is saying air. Julius, thank you for joining. Julius Nati is saying air. And then Knight is saying solid, which is steel. Okay. So anyone else? Anyone else from our audience? All right. So Knight is correct. Julius, it's sound travels fastest in solid, which in this case is the steel. Okay, it's not in air. Okay, because sometimes you see thunder striking before you hear the sound. Okay, because there's a little bit of delay, but it travels faster in solids than in water and in air. All right, very good. Let's continue. So the next question. The device used to measure electric current is, the device used to measure electric current is A, voltmeter, B, ammeter, C, ohm meter, and then D, galvanometer. The device used to measure electric current is A, voltmeter, B, ammeter, C, ohm meter, and then D, galvanometer. All right, so we have ammeter in the chat. Okay, any other? All right, 90 saying galvanometer can also be used, but for small currents. Okay, Julius is also saying ammeter, and that is the correct answer. So the correct answer here is ammeter. Very good. All right, let's proceed to the next question. A transformer works on the principle of, our transformers, they work on the principle of A, static electricity, B, electromagnetic induction, C, resistance, and then D, reflection. A transformer works on the principle of A, static electricity, B, electromagnetic induction, C, resistance, and then D, reflection. 90 says electromagnetic induction. Julius has no idea. Okay, so the correct answer is electromagnetic induction. Are you okay? It's electromagnetic induction. So that is the principle behind our transformers. Okay, they work by the principle of electromagnetic induction. All right, very good. Let's proceed with the next question. So the unit of electric charge is, the unit of electric charge is A, ampere, B, coulomb, C, volt, and then D, ohm. The unit of electric charge is A, ampere, B, coulomb, C, volt, and then D, ohm. So we have World News saying ampere. Knight is also saying coulomb. Then anyone else? Okay, so World News is correcting himself. He's saying coulomb. Okay. So guys, please let's like the stream. Let's like the stream as we are answering. Let's like, and then if you're new, let's subscribe to the channel. All right. So the correct answer is coulomb. Okay, coulomb. So the unit of electric charge is actually in coulomb. Okay. Julius is also saying coulomb, and that's very nice. All right. So guys, we are 3 live here watching the live stream, and we are, the like is only 1. We are 3 answering in the live chat, and then the like is only 1. Let's make it 3. We have more than 3 people watching, but very few are commenting. But let's continue. All right, so the next question. Guys, let's like and subscribe to the channel. All right, the next question. The phenomenon responsible for the blue color of the sky is, the phenomenon responsible for the blue color of the sky is A, reflection, B, refraction, C, scattering, and then D, diffraction. The phenomenon responsible for the blue color of the sky is A, reflection, B, refraction, C, scattering, and then D, diffraction. All right, so Knight is saying Rayleigh scattering, okay. Any other person? World News and Julius, anything from you? All right, so very good. Nice, thank you so much. That is the correct answer. So the correct answer here is scattering. Julius didn't get the question. So we are saying the phenomenon responsible for the blue color of the sky is called what? The phenomenon responsible for the blue color of the sky, okay? Which phenomenon is responsible for the blue color of the sky? Is it reflection, refraction, scattering, or diffraction? Okay, and then Knight is saying it's scattering, and that is the correct answer. I hope we're all okay. Okay, so let's continue. Let's look at the last question under the physics questions. Okay, all right. World News is saying scattering, and then Julius agreed. All right, very good. Thank you, guys. All right, so what's number 30? Which form of energy is produced in a solar panel? Which form of energy is produced in a solar panel? A, thermal energy, B, electrical energy, C, chemical energy, and then D, nuclear energy. Which form of energy is produced in a solar panel? A, thermal energy, B, electrical energy, C, chemical energy, and then D, nuclear energy. Okay, so Knight is saying electrical energy. Anyone else? World News is also saying electrical energy. Okay, so all three parties are saying electrical energy, and that is actually the correct answer. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so that is question number 30, and that finishes the physics aspect of our questions today. Now let's move on to mathematics. Okay, so let's grab some paper. Okay, Ibrahim Ali is also saying electrical energy. Okay, Ibrahim, welcome, and then thank you so much for joining. Please like the stream. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We are moving to mathematics, right? Mathematics IQ questions. So please grab a piece of paper or your jotter, get a pencil or a pen, because we are about to calculate, right? You will calculate, I will calculate. All right, very good. My pen and paper, they are ready. Okay, I'm using pencil. All right, so the first question I have for us today. All right, guys, are we ready? Okay, so the first question: find the solution to the problem 2x plus 3 is equal to 11. Find the solution to the problem 2x plus 3 is equal to 11. We have option A, 3, option B, 4, option C, 5, and then option D, 2. Julius is saying mass is my enemy. No, mass is not your enemy. Mass will be your friend. Okay, so guys, I hope we got the question. The equation is 2x plus 3 is equal to 11. Very simple equation. 2x plus 3 is equal to 11. Okay, so I have my answer here. Any answer from the audience? World News is saying 4. Okay, who else? Knight, what is your answer? Ali, what is your answer? Okay, all right, so World News is saying 4, Knight is saying 4, Ali is saying 4, and then Julius is also saying 4. All right, very good. The correct answer is 4. Are you okay? So you guys are good. All right, the next question. The derivative of x cubed is option A, 3x squared, option B, 2x. Option C, x squared. Then option D, 3s. So what is the derivative of x cubed? What is the derivative of x cubed? Ibrahim, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe. Okay, so what is the derivative of x cubed? Derivative means just differentiate. Are you okay? So we are just differentiating x cubed. X cubed. So Night is saying she has 3x squared. World News is saying 3x squared. Okay. So Ali and Julius, anything from you guys? Are you guys having anything different, or you guys have found one thing? Okay, it seems Ali and Julius are having a little bit of problem, but then the correct answer is 3x squared. 3x squared. This is another differentiation. Very simple example, differentiation. All right. So the next question, another simple question. Simplify the root of 81. Simplify the root of 81. That is the next question. The root of 81. Simplify the root of 81. A very simple example. We have option A, 7, option B, 8, option C, 9, then option D, 10. Okay, so Night is saying 9, World News is saying 9, Julius is saying 9. Very good. All right, so that is the correct answer. No need to explain any further. Now, we have another question, so please let's listen to the preamble. If y is equal to 2x plus 5 and x is equal to 3, find y. If y is equal to 2x plus 5 and x is equal to 3, find y. Right, so for the previous question, Ali is also saying 9, which is correct. Okay, so I'll take the new question again. If y is equal to 2x plus 5 and x is equal to 3, find y. We have World News saying y is 11. Night is saying 11. Who else? So we are giving Julius and Ali some 30 seconds for them to also give their answers. Okay, so Julius is saying 11. Okay. Please, I hope you are doing the work yourself and you're not just following the crowd. Are you okay? All right, so guys, the correct answer is 11. Ibrahim Ali is also saying 11. So very good. The correct answer is 11. Very good. All right, let's look at the next question. What is the value of log 1000 base 10 or log base 10,000? Okay, but it's log 1000 base 10. So what is the value of log 1000 base 10? Log 1000 base 10. So I have the possible answers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Night is saying 3, World News is saying 3. Anyone else? Log 1000 base 10. What is the value for that? Okay, so we are giving Julius and then Ali some 30 seconds to finish up. Okay, Ali is saying 3, and that is correct. So the right answer over here is 3. Okay, so very good. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next question. What is 25% of 240? What is 25% of 240? That is the next question. What is 25% of 240? Okay, or what is 1/4 of 240? Okay, 90 saying 60. Anyone else? Julius is saying 60. World News is saying 60. Okay, very good. So, guys, the correct answer here is 60. Okay, so 25% of 240 is 60. Very good. So, the next question. So, let's pay attention. The mean of 4, 8, 10, and 14 is the mean, MEAN, the mean of 4, 8, 10, and 14 is, we have option A, 8, option B, 9, option C, 10, then option D, 12. The mean of 4, 8, 10, and 14 is, the mean of 4, 8, 10, and 14 is, so we have Night saying 9. We have World News also saying 9. Any other person? Okay, so right. So the correct answer is 9. The correct answer is 9. So World News, please drop in the live chat where you are joining us from, the country you are joining us from. I would love to know where you are joining us from. And also check the link description of this video. You'll see a link to a WhatsApp platform. All of us who are watching and then want to stay in touch with me and other people who are also commenting on the live chat, you want to stay in touch so that we get to share resources and knowledge. You can click on the link or the video description, and then you see a link down below to a WhatsApp platform. You click on it and then you join. Okay, you can do that after the stream. Okay, Julius is from Ghana. What news? Where are you from? All right, so let's move on to the next question. All right, so World News is from Ghana, but he's now in Nigeria. Oh, okay, that's cool. Ibrahim Ali sounds like it sounds like a Ghanaian name. Okay, so the next question. 3/4 of 200 is, or 3/4 of 200 is, A, 100, B, 150, C, 120, and then D, 180. 3/4 or 3/4 of 200 is, so what is 3/4 of 200? So we have Night saying 150, World News is saying 100. Okay, who else? Okay, World News has corrected himself. He's saying 150 now. Okay. Julius is saying 150. Okay. Ali. All right. So, guys, the correct answer is 150. Very good. The correct answer is 150. All right. Let's move on to the next question. What is the prime number after 17? What is the next prime number after 17? What is the next prime number after 17? A, 18, B, 19, C, 21, and then D, 23. What is the next prime number after 17? Okay. All right. So Ibrahim is from Ghana. Okay. All right. Very good. So yes, the question is, what is the next prime number after 17? Knight is saying 19. World News is saying 19. Julius is also saying 19. Ibrahim, what do you have for me? Are you also having 19 or you're having something else? Maybe 21 or 23? All right. So guys, the correct answer is 19. Very good. So far, I'm yet to see anyone who has gotten a question wrong. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are good. All right, let's look at the next question. Solve for x if 5x is equal to 45. Solve for x if 5x is equal to 45. So 5x is equal to 45. What is the value of x? We have option A, 9, option B, 8, option C, 7, then option D, 6. So World News is saying 9, Knight is saying 9, Julius is saying 9. Okay. Anything from Ali? All right. So guys, the correct answer is 9. Very good. The correct answer is 9. All right, let's move on to the next question. We are about to get to the interesting part of the mathematics questions. So the next question is, if x squared is equal to 144, find x. If x squared is equal to 144, find x. We have option A, 14, option B, 13, option C, 12, then option D, 10. Okay, so Night is saying 12, World News is saying 12, okay? Any other person? So whilst we are doing that, like I said, if you want to connect with us via WhatsApp, there's a link to the description of this video. There's a link to the WhatsApp page in the description of this video. You can click on that link and join the WhatsApp group, and then you and I will chat over there after the stream. All right, so Night is saying 12, World News 12, Ali is 12, and then Julius also says 12. Very good. So the correct answer here is 12. Very, very good. All right, now let's move on to the next question. Very interesting question. The area of a triangle with base 8 centimeters and height 5 centimeters is. The area of a triangle with base 8 centimeters and height 5 centimeters is. Option A, 20 centimeters square. Option B, 40 centimeters squared. Option C, 16 centimeters squared. And then option D, 25 centimeters squared. So Night is saying 20 centimeters squared. World News is saying 20. Ibrahim is saying 12. Okay. The area of a triangle with base 8 centimeters and height 8 centimeters is. Okay. So Ali, are you sticking with the 12? Or you said it's not correct? Someone should kindly help with the formula. Okay, so the formula is half times base times height. Half multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. That is the formula for calculating the area of a triangle. Okay, yes, just like World News has stated. So half multiplied by base multiplied by height. So you have 1/2 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5. And if you compute that, you should get 20 centimeters squared. The unit at the end is very, very important. So the correct answer here is 20 centimeters squared. All right, so the next question. The sum of angles in a triangle is always, the sum of angles in a triangle is always A, 90 degrees, B, 180 degrees, C, 270 degrees, and then D, 360 degrees. So what is the sum of the angles in a triangle? The sum of the angles in a triangle. So we have World News is saying 180. Okay, Zara is saying 180. Okay, very good. Julius and Ali. Okay, Julius is saying 180. Okay, anyone else? All right. So the correct answer is 180. Very good. So let's proceed with the next question. Ibrahim is saying 24 centimeters. Ibrahim, the 24 centimeters, is that for the area of a triangle? Because we moved past that question. If it's for the area of a triangle part, then I'm so sorry, it is not right. Because that question says the area of a triangle with base 8 centimeters and height 5. So half of 8 is 4. That 4 multiplied by 5 will give us 20. So I'm sure you were typing 20, not 24. All right, so we looked at the next question. We said the sum of the angles in a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. We've established that. So we'll move on. So the next question. If 5 pencils cost $2.50 or $2.50, $2.50, what is the cost of 8 pencils? If 5 pencils cost $2.50, what is the cost of 8 pencils? Okay, so I'll repeat the question again. If 5 pencils cost $2.50, what is the cost of 8 pencils? So we have 19 $4. Okay, who else? World News is saying $4. Okay, Ali and Julius. I hope you got a question. Okay, Julius is saying $4. Okay, very good. I think Ali is a little bit delayed. Okay, so he's answering the questions after we've answered it. So we'll wait for Ali. All right, so let's proceed. So $4 is the correct answer for that particular question. All right, so the next question I have: convert 0.75 to a fraction. Convert 0.75 to a fraction. Zero point seven five to a fraction. So what is 0.75 as a fraction? Okay, so we have 19 is 3 over 4. Okay. World News is saying 3 over 5. Okay. World News, are you sure or is a typo? Julius has forgotten. Okay. Julius, you need to go and revise. Okay, so the correct answer is 3 over 4, not 3 over 5. So World News, please kindly check your calculation again. It is 3 over 4. All right, so let's move to general knowledge questions. General knowledge. Okay, we have 5 questions under this, but I can give more if you want. So general knowledge questions. Okay, World News is saying 3 over 4. Very good. Okay, and then Julius, check the comment. Night is showing you how to calculate it. So first of all, you convert 0.75 to percentage, which is 75%. And if you simplify the 75%, you get 3 over 4 because 25 will go into 75 3 times, will go into 100 4 times. So we have 3/4, and that will be your answer. All right. So general knowledge questions. So we have, let's pay attention, and then here are the questions. The first questions under general knowledge. What is the capital of Japan? What is the capital of Japan? A. Tokyo. B. Kyoto. C. Osaka. And then D. Nagoya. Yeah, Ali, your network is a little bit, I understand. But try to catch up with us. What is the capital of Japan? Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, or Nagoya? All right, so Night is saying Tokyo, Julius and World News are also saying Tokyo, and that is correct. So the capital of Japan is Tokyo. All right, very good. Now let's move on to the next question. The currency of the United Kingdom is A. Dollar. B. Pound sterling. C. Euro. And then D. Yen. The currency of the United Kingdom is 1. Dollar. B. Pounds sterling. C. Euro. And then D. Yen. Okay, so Knight is saying pounds. Pound sterling has given us the sound. Okay. Julius is saying pounds. World News is saying euro. World News, are you sure? Are you sure it's euro? Right, so what is there? The correct answer is pounds. Okay, the UK, the United Kingdom people, they spend pounds. Okay, not euro. They spend pound. All right, so let's have the next question. The Great Wall is located in. Yeah, so what means I'm saying that the correct answer there is pound, not euro. Pound. Okay. All right. So the next question. The Great Wall is located in. The Great Wall is located in A. Japan. B. China. C. India. And then D. Mongolia. The Great Wall is located in Japan, China, India, or Mongolia. So we have Knight is saying China. World News is saying China. Julius is saying China. Okay. And so that, guys, the correct answer is China, and that is very correct. Very good. Thank you guys so much. All right, the next question. The Olympic Games are held every 1 or A, 2 years. Option B, 4 years. Option C, 5 years. And then option D, 3 years. Yeah, Ibrahim, you are right. It's Tokyo. For the capital of Japan is Tokyo. Yes. So the Olympic Games are held every 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 3 years. So Knight is saying 4 years, every 4 years. Okay, let's see if that is correct. Julius is saying every 2 years. Okay, interesting. The Olympic Games are held every, is it 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, or every 3 years? All right, it seems we've lost World News and Ali. Okay, World News is saying that 4 years. Very good. So, guys, the correct answer is 4 years. It's 4 years. So let's look at what Knight is saying. She's saying that, but if winter and summer Olympics, then both are included, then it's every 2 years. Okay. So, guys, we're having a little bit of update. So she's saying that if we have winter and then summer Olympics included, then it's every 2 years. Okay, so that is right. But as it stands, generally, the Olympic Games are held every 4 years, just like the way the the World Cup is also held every 4 years. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Option A, Charles Dickens. Option B, William Shakespeare. Option C, Mark Twain. And then option D, Jane Austen. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Option A, Charles Dickens. Option B, William Shakespeare. And then option C, Mark Twain. And then option D, Jane Austen. All right, so we have Shakespeare, 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 Shakespeare. All right, very good. So guys, the correct answer is Shakespeare. All right, so guys, at this point, we have 10 more questions to go. But at this point, I want you guys to decide. Do you want us to, the next 10 questions should be mathematics questions, biochemistry questions, medicine questions, or okay, let me give you a few options. Do you want it to be chemistry questions, biochemistry, physics, or mathematics? So we have 4 options. The next 10 questions, do you want it to be physics, chemistry, mathematics, or physics? We have 4 people voting. So if we have 2 or more selecting one topic, then we go with that question. So guys, let's write in the chat. Do you want the next set of 10 questions should be biochemistry or chemistry, physics, or mathematics? So Knight, what do you want? Julius, what do you want? The next set of 10 questions. Abraham, what do you want? What news? What do you want? You want physics questions, chemistry, or what? This is a little bonus. Okay, Knight is saying anything will do. Okay. So you are leaving it to me. Okay. If you leave it to me, I'll always choose math. So get ready. All right. Ibrahim is also saying anything will do. Okay. So let's go with anything will do then. So Julius is saying I'll go with the flow, but maths will do. Okay. World News is saying math. So because I also want maths, World News and Julius are also saying maths, and then Knight and Ali said anything will go. We are going with maths. All right. Very good. So the next question. The probability of getting ahead when flipping a fair coin is the probability of getting ahead when flipping a fair coin is A, 1 over 3, B, 1 over 2, C, 2 over 3, and then D, 1 over 4. The probability of getting ahead when flipping a fair coin is 1 over 3, 1 over 2, 2 over 3, and 1 over 4. So Knight is saying 50% or half. World News is saying half, and then Julius is saying half. And ladies and gentlemen, that is very correct. All right, very good. So let's listen to the next question. If f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, what is f of 3? Hi, Lumi Gigi, welcome. Oh, Gigi, thank you so much for joining. Gigi, thank you so much for joining. So, Gigi, in the description of this live stream, okay, if you go to the description, you will get the link to our WhatsApp platform. So click on the link and join, and let's chat behind after the live stream. Are you okay? Knight's already in the group, and I want to see you in the group as well. Okay. So World News is saying 10. So I read the question again. I'll read that question again. If f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, what is f of 3? So Knight is saying 10. World News is saying 10. Okay, any other person? GG and the rest. The question is, if f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, what is f of 3? So world news is saying 10, night is saying 10. So Julius and the rest, what do you have? Oh, Julius didn't really get a question. Okay, so I'll read the question again. If f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, what is f of 3? So Ali is saying 10. Very good. So Julius, if you are not a science student, or let me say general art or something, it's a little bit difficult for you to kind of do this, because this is mostly done by elective science students, elective math students. But I'm sure this was also in core math, so you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, so yes, Zare has posted a question in the chat. If f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1, what is f of 3? And the correct answer here is 10, as you guys stated. So very good. Thank you so much. Right, so the next question. Which of the following is a prime number? Which of the following is a prime number? Okay, so world news is giving the topic. It said functions is the topic. So that's very good. Thank you, world news. So the next question. When is a prime number? A, 51. B, 57. C, 59. And then D, 63. Which of the following is a prime number? A, 51. B, 57. C, 59. And then C, 63. All right, so everyone is saying 51, 51, 51. Guys, are you sure? Guys, are you sure? Anyone to defend? That is saying wait now. Gigi is saying 59. Okay, Ali is saying 51. Knight is saying 59, I guess. Okay. So is it 59 or 51? Julius is saying I need to visit my notes. Yes, you have to. So yes, guys, 51 is not a prime number. 51 is not a prime number. The correct answer is 59. Okay, the correct answer is 59. All right, thank you so much. The correct answer is 59. All right, so let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next question. What is the area of a circle? What is the area of a circle with radius 7 centimeters? What is the area of a circle with 7 centimeters? Take pi to be 3.14. Okay, so for the previous question, world needs to say 3 can divide 51, so that is why. But 59 has 1 in itself as its factor, so it's a prime number. Okay, so the question is, what is the area of a circle with radius 7 centimeters? Take pi to be 3.14. What is the area of a circle with radius 7 centimeters? Take pi to be 3.14. So world news is having 154 centimeters squared. Okay, so Knight, Gigi, Ali, Julius, what are you having? What is the area of a circle with radius 7 centimeters? All right, so Knight is saying 154, rounded, 154 centimeters squared, okay. World News is also saying 154, okay. So I'm talking about the area of a circle. What is the area of a circle with radius 7 centimeters? So the formula is pi r squared. Pi r squared. Okay, so already you're going to have 7 squared multiplied by pi. Are you okay? 7 squared multiplied by pi, and then 7 squared will give you 49. So you have 49 pi, which if you multiply 49 by 3.14, that should give you approximately 154 centimeters squared. All right, I hope that is understood. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, very good. He's saying he got it later. Very good. All right, let's proceed. The next question. The next question. You are to solve for y. All right, Julius is saying 154. Thank you so much. So the next question, I'm reading. Solve for y if 4y minus 7 is equal to 9. Solve for y if 4y minus 7 is equal to 9. Find the value of y if 4y minus 7 is equal to 9. So Night is saying for, World News is saying for, okay. Gigi and the rest, any other answer from you? Gigi, Julius, okay, Julius is saying 4. Gigi is saying 4. Thank you so much. So the correct answer is 4. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Very good. All right, so the next question, and I read the next question. The mean of the numbers. So we have to find the mean of the numbers 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Find the mean of the numbers 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So let's find the mean of these 5 numbers. It's 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So Night is saying 10, World News is saying 9, and I have those as the possible answers over here. So I have 10, I have 12, I have 11, I have 9. So you guys are all within the possible answers. One is saying 10, one is saying 9. Ali is saying 10, okay. Anyone else? So guys, whilst we are doing that, let's not forget to like the video, like the stream, then subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done that. All right, so Ali is saying 10, Gigi is saying 10. All right, so World News, please pay attention to what Night is saying. I've given 5 numbers. We have 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So we have 5 numbers. You are supposed to find the mean. So the answer is not 9. Okay? So the correct answer over here is 10. Just as Night, Gigi, and Ibrahim has gotten that. Okay? And Julius is now entering with 10. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So the next question. All right. World News is also saying 10. Very good. So the next question. We have to find the solution to 2 power x is equal to 32. Find the solution to 2 raised to the power x is equal to 32. We have to find x. 2 raised to the power x is equal to 32. We have to find the value of x. So World News has 8. Okay. Night has 5. Okay. Ali has 4. Okay. World News is now saying 5. Okay. Gigi is saying 16. Ewo. Gigi, you are too far away. Ali is saying 5. Okay. Gigi, how are you getting 16? I'm not saying x squared. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not x squared. Are you okay? It is 2 raised to the power x. So it is rather the opposite, 2 raised to the power x. So Gigi, it's 16 is too much. It's way off. So yes, guys, the correct answer here is 5. 5 in the sense that we have 2 raised to the power x. The power x is the unknown. And at the other side of the equal sign, we have 32. So 2 raised to which number will give you 35, or which power will give you 32, sorry. So 2 raised to the power 5 give me 32. So the value of x is therefore the power. Okay, yes, so as Knight is saying in there. All right, so let's continue. Very good, let's continue. So we are to simplify 12 over 18. That is the next question. Simplify 12 over 18. 12 over 18. So what news is saying, oh, I think I have to calm down. Yes, you have to calm down. Take your time. I mean, I'm not giving any time frame. So even though there are IQ questions, just take your time and answer. So the next question, we have to simplify 12 over 18. What is our answer? 12 over 18. So I have 2 over 3 from Night, 2 over 3 from World News. Okay, any other person? 2 over 3 from Ali. Any other? Okay. So guys, the correct answer is 2 over 3. It's 2 over 3. Thank you so much. All right, Lumia agrees. Okay. All right, so let's look at the next question. The next question is, what is the derivative of 5x cubed? What is the derivative of 5x cubed? 5x cubed or 5x raised to the power 3. Okay, so what is the derivative of 5x cubed? That is the next question. What is the derivative of 5x cubed? So World News is saying 15x squared. Okay, Knight is also saying 15x squared. Okay, Julius, Gigi, Ali, what do we have? So World News and Knights are saying 15x squared. Okay, so guys, as always, in the meantime, like I said, in the description of this live stream or this video, if you're watching later, you can check the description. There is a link to a WhatsApp platform. You can click on the link and join. Please, only participating students and serious students who are part of the live streams are allowed. If you are there and you want to post something which is not education related, I will be forced to take you out of the group. That page is for us to connect and get to know each other, because we have students joining from Malawi, India, Ghana, US, and UK. And so it's a good platform for all students to come together and get to know each other more, right? We'll share education, but that platform is for connection. We want to connect. It's good to be in Ghana or be in India or be in the US and have friends all across the world, right? So that WhatsApp platform is for that, nothing an education related. All right, so 90 is saying 15x squared, and she has explained the formula. So dy dx is equal to 5x squared. So if you differentiate that, you're going to get the answer, which is 15x squared. Ali is also saying 15x squared. Okay, Julius can remember. Okay, Julius, you've been out of school for some time now, I know, so it's understandable. But the correct answer here is 15x squared. It's 15x squared. All right, let's move on to the next question. Guys, I hope we are ready. The next question. All right. If 3x plus 5 is equal to 20, find x. If 3x plus 5 is equal to 20, find x. That is the next question. So 3x plus 5 is equal to 20. We have to find x. So World News is saying 5. Okay. Any other person? Ali is saying 5. Knight is saying 5. GG is saying 5. And you guys are awesome. So yes, those are all correct. All right, let's move on to another set of questions. All right, so we have one mathematics question. This is a very interesting question. So we have a shopkeeper bought goods for $800. A shopkeeper bought goods for $800 and sold them for $960. So there's a shopkeeper. She bought some goods for $800 and sold them for $960. What is her profit percentage? A shopkeeper bought goods for $800 and sold them for $960. What is her profit percentage? Okay, 90 is saying 20%. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? So she bought the cloth for 800, or the package for 800, and she sold it for 960. What is the profit percentage? So Night and World News are saying 20% each. Okay. Ali is also saying 20%. Okay. Any other? Okay, Knight is writing the formula there. The formula is profit over the cost price multiplied by 100. Okay, so if you look at it, the profit from 900 to 960 is 160. So 160 over 800, which is the cost price. So the profit is 160 over the cost price, which is 800 multiplied by 100. That should give you 20%. So 20% is the correct answer for this question. All right, so let's quickly look at some general questions, some chemistry and other biochemistry, just some quick questions for the next 30 minutes, and then we are done, if you guys are still up for it. All right, so the next question is, what is the chemical formula for baking soda? What is, okay, Julius is saying 20%. Oh yes, so world news, it seems you don't know Night. So Night is a medical student in India. She's a medical student from India. Are you okay? So she's very sharp. She is very sharp. She was one of the first people who joined us from the get-go when I started this IQ test question. She's one of the old. She and Gigi are one of the old people over here. So she's very sharp when it comes to this question. So it's a good opportunity for you to connect with her. So like I said, in the description of this live stream or in the description of this video, there's a link to a WhatsApp platform there. Click it after the video, join, and then we will vibe over there. Are you okay? All right, so let's move on to the next question. So what is the chemical formula for baking soda? This one, I don't want to call the options. I just want to see if we can get the answer without me calling the possible options. So what is the chemical formula for baking soda? What is the chemical formula for baking soda? Should I mention the possible answers or? Oh, Gigi, look at the description of the live stream. Okay, or after the live stream, come back to the channel, my science tutorial, click on this video. The video has a description. You should be able to find the link in the description. The link is in the description of this video. All right, so what is the chemical formula for baking soda? I'm having NaHCO3. Night is saying the same thing. World News is saying the same thing, and Abraham Ali is also saying the same thing. Okay, that's sodium bicarbonate, and that is baking soda. So that is the correct answer. It's NaHCO3. You guys are awesome. Very good. All right, so let's look at the next question. Which gas is most commonly used in fire extinguishers? Which gas is most commonly used in fire extinguishers? A. Oxygen. B, carbon dioxide, C, nitrogen, and then D, hydrogen. What is the chemical formula? Sorry, which gas is most commonly used in fire extinguishers? So the gas that we use most commonly in fire extinguishers. Is it oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or hydrogen? So Knight is saying carbon dioxide. Okay. Anyone else? Gigi is saying carbon dioxide. Okay. So Gigi, your colleagues are no longer joining. I don't know why. The other Gigis are no longer joining because Gigis, you people are three. Okay. So the other two Gigi are not joining again. Please tell them I say I miss them so they should join. Okay. And my regards to them. Are we okay? So Lomi Gigi, please give my regards to the other two Gigis who are not joining us. Are you okay? All right. So Knight is saying dry chemical powder is nitrogen, and I'm sure she's trying to say halogens, and some use gases for fire extinguishers. Okay. World News is saying CO2. Okay. Although not as common as CO2. Yes. So yes, the most common one we use is CO2. Okay. The most common one we use in fire extinguishers is CO2. All right. Yes, carbon dioxide, CO2. Right. So the next question. Which of the following quantities is a vector quantity? Which of the following quantities is vector? A, speed, B, mass, C, displacement, and then D, energy. Which of the following quantities is a vector? A, speed, B, mass, C, displacement, D, energy. So Knight is saying displacement. Okay, anyone else? Knight is saying displacement. The question is, which of the following quantities is a vector? Okay, so world news. Okay, it's having some network issues. That is going to be resolved soon. Ali is saying displacement. Okay, anyone else? All right, world news is back and he's saying displacement, and displacement is the correct answer. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. No matter how I look at it, you guys are awesome. All right, so let's look at it. Now we are diving a little bit into biochemistry. So let's look at that. So which of the following is not a nitrogenous base found in DNA? Which of the following is not a nitrogenous base found in DNA? A, adenine, B, cytosine, C, uracil, and then D, guanine. Which of the following is not a nitrogenous base found in DNA? Okay, all this is saying he begs, so this one pass up. Okay, this is a biochemistry question or a biology question. Knight is saying uracil. Like I said, she's a medical student. So this one, yeah, she get them. Julius is saying this is not my field, but I'm learning. Okay. Uh, okay. All right. So yes, like Knight is saying, uracil is present in RNA and not DNA, right? So uracil is not a base, a nitrogenous base in DNA, right? So I understand for those of you who are not science students, I understand if you're better, it's uracil. Okay. Now let's move on to something that we all can answer. Okay, Mohammed Ali is saying no idea. Okay. Or if you want Knight to be your teacher in the WhatsApp group, she can be your teacher there. Okay, no problem. All right, so the next question. Who is credited with the theory of relativity? Who is credited with the theory of relativity? A, Isaac Newton, B, Einstein, C, Galileo Galilei, and then D, Niels Bohr. So Princess Ryoku is saying you are amazing. Zara is saying, I bet my science tutorial is far better. I can't find the link. Oh, okay. So, Lumi, what we'll do is that my email is mysciencetutorial@gmail.com. So just send me hi on that email, and then I'll send the link to you personally. Okay, so it's the name of the channel together, My Science Tutorials. Okay, the tutorial has an S at the end, mysciencetutorials@gmail.com. So send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I'll send you the link. On email, and then I'll send you the link. All right, so we have a new person joining, Princess Ryoku. So Princess, please let us know where you are joining us from. Okay, you are welcome, and let us know where you are joining us from. All right, so people are saying, the question I asked, people are saying Einstein, Albert. Okay, all right. So who is credited with the theory of relativity? And that person is none other than the genius Albert Einstein. All right, very good. Let's look at a few more science questions, and then we end today's session. Okay, so I'm looking for the ones that can, we can quickly get. Okay. All right, very good. Let's look at this. So the next question. Oh, so Lumi Gigi. So what happened was that Saturday and Sunday I didn't live stream. That is how come you couldn't find me. But from Monday to Friday, it's guaranteed that I will do the live stream. So that one you can join. But Saturday, Sunday, it depends. It depends on my schedule. It's not too fixed. But from Monday to Friday, it's fixed. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hopefully, we can do the 2 hours. All right. So let's proceed. So the question I have is, which blood group is the universal donor? Which blood group is the universal donor? This one I will not mention any possible answers. So which blood group is known as the universal donor? Okay, so it's O, and Knight is giving us the specific, not just any O, it's O negative. Knight is giving us the specific. O negative, not just O, it's O negative. World News is saying O. Okay, so yes, the correct answer is O. Okay, and it's precisely O negative, because if you are positive, it means you have the resource factor and you cannot donate to a negative, because one is positive, one is negative. It's going to cancel out. So, but the negative can donate to both positive and negative, but the positive cannot donate to the negative. Okay, so O negative is generally referred to as the universal donor, but the entire O group is known as universal donor, because the O positive can donate to O positive, can donate to A positive, AB positive, and then B positive. Okay, but O negative can donate to all, whether you're positive or negative. Are you okay? All right, so 90 is saying O positive is not a universal donor, hence we cannot say it is just O. And I agree with you. Okay, like I said, O positive can be a universal donor, but it's only for those people who are positive. So it can donate to A positive, B positive, AB positive, and then O positive. Okay, but not the other ones, not the negatives. But the O negative can donate to, whether you are positive or negative, the O negative can donate to you. Are you okay? So positive cannot donate to negative because of the rules of the resource factor or the system, the RH system. And that is correct. See, that's why it's good to have a medical student on live stream, right? Like, she's explaining everything to us. Are you okay? Don't play with Night. Night is too good. All right. So let's proceed. So for those of you who really want to know the name of Night, her real name, when we meet in the WhatsApp group, you guys will know. All right. So let's proceed. Photosynthesis primarily takes place in the A, roots, B, leaves, C, stem, and then D, flowers. Photosynthesis primarily takes place in the A, roots, B, leaf, C, stem, and then D, flowers. So yes, we have all our audience are saying leaf, and it is true. All right. That's how Night is saying in the chloroplast to be specific. And she's right. All right. So let's continue. The process of liquid water turning into water vapor is called the process of liquid water turning into water vapor is called I don't okay. So let me see if I can I want to see if I can add the link to the process to the thing. Um I don't seem to have the options to add the chat myself. Okay. Okay. Great. All right. So guys, the correct answer is evaporation though. I guess you should put out your email ID in here and people can email. Yes. So I think that the right thing to do, because some people are here, they are not really commenting, and I wouldn't want those unnecessary people to join the platform. So what will happen is that I'll mention my email. Please let's listen to the email. Let's write it down. Send me an email with your username that you are using over here, and then I'll send you the link. That way I can control the people who are joining the group. I left it in the description of the live stream, but you guys can seem to find it. So let me call it. It is my science tutorials at gmail.com. Small caps, all of them small caps. So my science tutorials at gmail.com. Just send me hi. My name is World News. Okay, and I know who you are, then I'll send you the link. My name is Ibrahim Ali. Julius Nate. Julius, you don't have a problem. My name is Knight, my name is Gigi, and then I know who you are already, and then I'll send you the link. Are you okay? Yes, and so the correct answer for that particular problem is evaporation. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to the next question. The largest organ in the human body is? So he's saying, please press on the three, please press the 3, 4, and scroll down and press for the long and copy it to Chrome. Right. Right. So I'll try and do that. Try and do that. Yes, but for now, okay. Right. So I'll leave my email in there. I'm asking yes, so right, guys. I think I leave some chat in there if you can see it. Okay, it's appearing on top of my head if you can see. So that is my email. It is my science tutorials at gmail.com. All right. All right, so that is the email. You guys can see that is the email. All right, let's proceed. So yes, night will kill us. So so yes, um the largest organ in the human system is the skin, and then Night is giving us the details. Are you okay? All right. So, but I've left the email on the screen. If you guys can see, let me know you can see it. All right, or you see it in the chat or on the screen somewhere. It should be appearing there. All right. So let's proceed. What type of bond holds water molecules together? What type of bond hold water molecules together? What type of bond holds water molecules together? What type of bond holds water molecules together? Night is saying polar covalent bonds. Then Julius entered with covalent. Because Knight has said polar covalent bonds. Okay. What news is saying polar? Okay. So Julius and what is polar covalent bond? Ibrahim, what is polar covalent bonds? Eh? Any explanation? Or because Knight is saying it, so we are joining here. Hmm? Guys, why are we saying it's polar covalent bond? Hmm? So Knight is saying a polar covalent bond is when two atoms share electrons, but one pulls a shared. Yes, I understand. Um, it is the bond that holds molecules together. Okay. Because it is unequal. Okay. Okay. So I understand, right? But in this case, it is hydrogen bond. Okay. So it is hydrogen bond that holds the molecules of water together. Now I understand why Knight will say polar covalent bond. Because if you actually go into it, you realize that even though it is hydrogen bond, the oxygen in the middle has two lone pairs at the top, okay? And due to the pulling effect or the electronegativity of the oxygen and this lone pair, it pulls the shared pair of electron within the bonds and forms the oxygen, the water molecule, which is supposed to be HOH. It makes it curve a little, so it assumes a bent or V shape. Okay, so I understand why you be specific and say polar covalent bond, but in general terms, we say it's hydrogen bond. Are you okay? It's hydrogen bonds. Um, Oxygen is not as electronegative as fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. You know those ones. Fluorine, chlorine, iodine. Right? Oxygen is not as electronegative as those guys. Are you okay? So for this particular one, it's hydrogen bond, but I understand why you say polar covalent, but it is not covalent. It is not covalent. If you say polar covalent, we may understand, but covalent, no. Are we okay? All right. So let's continue. So the basic unit of hereditary is A, gene, B, chromosome, C, DNA, and then D, protein. The basic unit of hereditary is A, gene, B, chromosome, C, DNA, and then D, protein. So Knight is saying gene. Okay, anyone else? Okay. Ali is saying gene. Okay, what news is saying gene? All right. So guys, the correct answer is gene. All right. So Gigi has already sent hi. So I'll do the needful and then send her the link. So just a minute. Let me copy the link and I'll share with Gigi very soon. Okay. I'm replying to Gigi with the link. Okay, Gigi, welcome back. I've seen your mail, so I'm sending you the link to the page. Okay, so I've sent that. All right, let's proceed to look at the next question. All right. So what is the main function of the white blood cells? What is the main function of the white blood cells? A, carry oxygen. B, fight infections. C, produce hormones. And then D, store nutrients. What is the main function of white blood cells? A is to carry oxygen. B, fight infections. C, produce hormones. and then D, store nutrients. So Knight and Gigi are saying is to fight infections. Okay, anyone else? Because we have 2 more questions to end today's stream. All right, fight infections. Ali and the rest. All right, so guys, the correct answer is to fight infections. That is the role of the white blood cell. So the question is, what is the main function of white blood cells? They are to fight infections or for defense. They are to defend your body from external organisms. Let me put it that way. All right. So the next question: which part of the brain controls balance? Which part of the brain controls balance? Which part of the brain controls balance? A, the cerebrum, the B, the cerebellum, the C, the medulla, and then D, the hypothalamus. Which part of the brain controls the balance? All right, so Knight is saying the cerebellum, Julius is saying cerebellum, World News is saying the same, and that is the right answer. Okay, that is the right answer. All right, so one more question, and then we end today's session. One more question. All right. So guys, I believe by now we've copied the email address already. So it's mysciencetutorials@gmail.com. And once I see it, I will send you the WhatsApp link. All right. So the last question for the day. The last question for the day. Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, C, nitrogen, and then D, hydrogen. Which gas is responsible for the greenhouse effect? A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, C, nitrogen, and then D, hydrogen. So Julius and Knight are saying carbon dioxide. World News is also saying carbon dioxide. And right, Gigi is also saying carbon dioxide. Yeah, so guys, the correct answer is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. All right, so Gigi, please check your email. You should receive the link to the WhatsApp group so far. All right, so Knight is adding some other gases that also contribute to the greenhouse effect, like methane, nitrous oxide, and the rest. All right, so thank you so much, Knight. All right, so guys, this brings us to the end of today's live stream. Today, it's usually 1 hour, but today it's 2 hours, roughly 2 hours. I don't know why we went this, because you guys were not tired and I was not tired, and we could continue because I had a lot of questions. So thank you guys so much for joining. Gigi is saying I'm done. I'm already in the group now, and thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, Gigi, you're welcome. And also send the link to the other 2 Gigis to also join. Are you okay? They're also part of the family now, so they can also join us as well. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I really enjoyed. So what is going to happen is that tomorrow I'm going to start the live stream again at 7 p.m. GMT. Okay, 7 p.m. GMT, which means depending on where you are, change the 7 p.m. GMT to your time so that you know when you join. Initially, I was starting at 8, but I'm bringing it an hour earlier so that it will not be too late at some people's end. So it's 7 p.m. GMT. And what I'm going to do is that now the questions are too simple, especially the mathematics questions. The physics questions, there was no calculation or anything. So they are too simple. So what I will do is that I'm going to make the questions a little bit tougher, which means that the calculation questions will not be taking you 30 seconds or 1 minute to do. No, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Are you okay? So you guys have to sit down, put some formula. Most of you have to forget, and I have to call the formula again, right? So it's going to be a little bit tougher. So that is what is going to happen starting tomorrow, right? So tomorrow I'll be reading the chemistry biochemistry questions, and once you guys join and you are live and you are active and we are done many, then I'll start with the calculation questions. It's going to be on mathematics, physics, calculations a lot, but we'll start with the chemistry, biochemistry, and physics, the general ones, and then the general knowledge, just so that we all abreast with ourselves. So Ali is saying, I've sent you an email. Please, if you have. I've not received it yet. So please check if you use my science tutorials at gmail.com and check your sent column of your email and see if it has arrived. All right. So, but so far I've not gotten it yet, but I'll still check to see if it has come. That is saying, I guess you should post the current time in the YouTube community post so that people know. But yes, so I'll be doing that. The problem is that most of the time, even if you post at the community page, most people don't see. Okay, it barely has any reaction. But I think, yes, like you said, the right thing to do is to post it like a day before so that most people can be aware. So that is what I'll do. Immediately after the stream, I'll post the time for the next stream so that you guys are aware. But like I said, it's 7 p.m. GMT tomorrow, right? So thank you so much, Night. Yes, so that is what is going to happen. So guys, any feedback, any recommendation, anything you want me to improve, or you want me to have a more sexy background and not have those papers on the wall, right? Those are and any recommendations? Do you think the questions are too simple or they are too difficult or what? Or they are too general? You want some specific things? Is it too simple? Are the questions too easy for us? Or they are just okay to inform us? Julius is saying it's a good start. It's good for the start. Oh, yeah, we started last week, right? At least this face-to-face live stream I started last week. For the laptop one where I just teach, I started about a month ago. Yes, but yeah. All right, so Gigi says she wants to, I need to ask a question. Please wait a little bit. I need to check. Okay, fine, no problem. We'll wait until your question comes. All right, so guys, thank you so much. Those of you who want to drop off the call, you can do that now, but I'll be waiting for Gigi to ask a question. And you can also use this opportunity to introduce yourself more in the chat and get to know each other. Like I said, Knight is a medical student from India. Gigi is from Malawi. I don't know exactly the course she's studying, but she's from Malawi. Julius and Ali are from Ghana. Okay, Julius I know personally. Ali, I don't think I know him. World News, I think he also said he's from Ghana, but yeah, I also don't know him personally. Yes, so guys, this is the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other. Oh, okay. So Gigi is saying, what does it mean when you say hereditary and variation? All right. So Knight, do you want to add the details to that, or you want me to say it? So she's asking, what does it mean when you say hereditary and variation? What is he saying? Is Knight the one that has science staff on her DP? I'm sure you are in the WhatsApp group, and that's what you're referring to. But okay, we'll attend to that question first. So, Knight is saying hereditary parents give traits to their kids. Variation kids are a little different from each other. Well, basically that explains it. So hereditary is something you inherit, is from the genes, right? So hereditary, you inherit some things from your mother and your father. For instance, when we talk about let's say your father is tall, has a tall gene, but short is recessive. So the tall gene is dominant and the short is recessive. And then your mom is short, right? So if you look at it and you do the combination, the probability that most children will be tall is very less. Okay, most of them will be short. Okay, some may have tall but may be recessive. So that part is comes as hereditary. Are you okay? The variation is as a result of the combinations that are from your parents. But some things you inherit that will cut across. Okay, that is as a reflection of your parents. Okay, so there's a slight difference. Night is Ali saying, has my email arrived? No, your email has not, sadly. So, Ibrahim, so you can take my number straight. I'll call my number on the stream so that you can WhatsApp me since you're in Ghana, right? So I'll leave my number. I'll leave my number so that you can um just send me what hi on WhatsApp since you are in Ghana. Okay. So yes, that is my number, right? That is my number. So Ibrahim, that is my number. So I'm not seeing your email, but that is my number. You can send me hi and then I will add you to the page. Gigi saying, thanks a lot, Night. Tomorrow I will look like a great genius in front of my friends and also thank you, sir. Oh, Gigi, you're welcome. And shout out to Night. Night is doing a wonderful job keeping us together. So she's saying, Night is saying that hereditary is when parents pass their traits, like the eye color and then the hair type, which their children also inherit through genes. Then variation means the difference you see between individuals, even siblings, because the chances of mixing in genes. Yes, like I said, there are some things that you inherit from your parents. For instance, the height, the eye color, the hair color, the skin color. Some of those things are part of the genes, right? They are hereditary. But even among the same children from the same parents, there will be variations, right? You can have a family of tall parents, and then they will give birth to a short child, right? It's because maybe they are tall, but they have their short genes recessive, and there's that probability of those short gene mating to produce a child that is short, right? That will bring a variation in the family. So even though you have tall, you may have one that is short, and that is a variation there. So Ali is saying, thank you very much for the number and thank you for imparting the knowledge in me. I really appreciate it. Oh, you're welcome. Ali, you're welcome. So, like I said, the live stream will be coming on every day from Monday to Fridays. Saturday and Sunday, I'm not too sure. But once you're in the WhatsApp platform, I'll communicate as to whether I'll be streaming on weekends or not. Are you okay? So, guys, thank you so much. Gigi, if that is the question you want to ask, then I think it's time we bring the stream to an end because most people, I'm sure, night, what is the time at your end right now? I'm sure night is already in 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., if not more. And I think Gigi2, your time is, I think 5 or 4 hours. There's 5 or 4 hours difference. So night is saying, Gigi is saying, night and you, sir, you are the best teacher and thanks a million times. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So from night's end, it is 2:37 a.m. Wow. And it is 9 here. It is 9 p.m. here. 9:08 p.m. in Ghana. But it is 2:37 in India. And then let me see. From Gigi from Malawi, it's 11:07. Oh, 11 p.m. in Malawi. Oh, okay. So Malawi is 2 hours ahead of Ghana. That's awesome. India there. You guys are way ahead of us. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, that is my number on the page. You can send me hi. Just introduce your name. Use the name that you use on the stream, and then I will know who you are, and I will add you to the page. Or you reach out to me via email, and then I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for sticking around, spending your time to comment and stuff like that. Like I said, if you find it that the questions are too simple, let's meet in the WhatsApp group, and then you tell me the questions are too simple, and then I will up the level, right? The level. So that if I give one mathematics question, I'll be here and be drinking water and be CPT. And then you guys will take like 15 to 20 minutes to solve one. Okay. And I'm the teacher. I'll be enjoying. I'll be enjoying. You guys will be solving the question. Okay. But thank you so much. Gigi is saying they are always hard. Oh, Gigi, they are not hard. Oh, these are basic high school, stuff. Are you okay? But I'll try to up it a little bit, okay? Because we can be stuck on the basics of maths and physics. We have to go ahead. We have to proceed. Are you okay? So I'll up the scale for the maths a little bit, right? It's funny how as a teacher, when you are teaching, you give simple examples, right? In class, you give simple examples, but then you give tough examples to the students when you are giving them exercise or homework or exam, right? So that's what's going to happen. I'll give some simple ones, we'll all be smiling, and then I'll give one tough one, and then I'll be here, I'll be drinking water, I'll be drinking tea. Whilst you guys spend a lot of time to do the calculation. All right, so that is just by the way. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so night, everyone, and then see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh yes, and I'm dripping in my lab coat, so I'm in the house and I'm dripping in my lab coat. Malawian education is very poor. Oh, so trying to bring a lot of Malawian students on this platform. Like I said, the main page has a lot of videos. We have over 400 videos on the main platform. Over 400. That's a lot of videos, right? We have over 400 videos on the main platform. So if you go to my science tutorial, the homepage, we currently have 506 videos, and very few of them are a live stream because I recently started the live stream. It wasn't too long when I started the live streams, right? So the live streams are about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the live streams are about 18. Okay, the live streams are about 18. So that tells you about 480 plus videos are just about education on the main platform. Are you okay? And so if you go to the My Science tutorial platform and you go to the playlist, we have a lot of playlists. We have Shakin Hour, that is the section we are having over here, but this is the one-on-one face-to-face session. We have one that I use my laptop and I teach, and then you just see the writing and hear my voice, right? We have that. We have the A-level chemistry. We have the practical and experiment session, which is handled by the other teacher on the platform, Sir Lawrence. We have magnetic circuit, wire past questions, Excel tutorials, PowerPoint masterclass, videos on number bases, forces, physics, inorganic chemistry, unit conversion, biology, chemistry, physics, coordinate geometry, organic chemistry, algebra, AC series circuit, geometric construction, matrices in mathematics, study tips, wave motion, integration, heat energy, laboratory ideas, colligative property, calculus, direct current, reactions of alkanes, trigonometry, logic, physics, biology, mathematics, chemistry, alternative current. We have a lot of playlists. So just go through the playlist. If you want maths, if you want chemistry, if you want biology, if you want Excel, if you want PowerPoint, they are all there for free. Just watch and enjoy. And also, there is a free PowerPoint masterclass on the platform, on the playlist. So we have a free PowerPoint masterclass. I'll recommend that to you because it will help in your presentation in school, right? I'll post that on the page as well. But it is very good you enjoy that free masterclass course. It's free and it's there. All right. So guys, bye bye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's catch up in the WhatsApp group.